so great to have you back again on this video. It's all about selling, step 3. You know, I have to bring you along on a journey because all of us have dreams and we have a lot of things in our life that we want to see happens, and you know, we have dreams about our future and stuff like that. And that's why I'm doing these videos, because I want to give you tools, I want to encourage you, I want to motivate you, I want to give you a new mindset so you know it's possible. Everything is possible for you to become. So it's all about changing your attitude, it's all about changing your thinking, and you will see more results in your life, okay? Because the first video I was talking about, there are some people out there that are getting 40% more results than the average in selling and in other stuff in life. So what do? And people have seen the things that they do. They think in another way, and they are behaving in another way. So today I will give you some really good things. So keep coming along. Be with me, okay? In the first video we were talking about faith. It's important to have faith. Believe in yourself, believing the things you are doing, and how do you get faith? So we were talking about that. In the second video we were talking about having a goal. It's so important to have a goal in your life. A goal, when you have a goal, you don't think about the problems. You are thinking about your future. You think about what you want to become, and you are doing the things that takes you there. And in this third video, I will talk about some really good stuff. I've write it down on here on the screen. It's called "The Best Results Needs the Best Habits." Did you get that? The best results. If you want to have good results in your life, listen, the best results, when I say best results, I mean the results you want to have in your life, in your sales, in your marriage, whatever it is, okay? So the best results that you want to have in your life, it's gonna need the best habits, okay? This is so good. You know, everything in life is all about habits. What do we do? How do we think? How do we act? Because habits will take you to your results that you want to have. So in sales, if you want to have good sales, look at those people that are doing good sales in your company. Or what do they do? What kind of habits do they have? My daughter and son, they are playing football, you know, soccer on the field. They train every week. And if they want to become good in that, they have to learn, they have to study those people that are good, you know. What kind of habits do they have? What kind of habits do the people that are getting the best results, what do they do? Because if you learn that and start doing it yourself, you will see new results. So it's all about the habits, okay? What kind of habits do you need to change your future, to get your results that you want to have? We're going to talk about that today, okay? So good results needs really good habits, okay? This is so important for you in your life and in your mindset, and this is about willing, okay? Willing to change. You got to be willing to change. Wow. You think, well, it's not a problem. Well, I can tell you it is a problem. It's so many people out there. They do things like they used to do things. Everybody is so scared about changing. You know, changing. To change is the big thing in life. If you don't want to change, you don't want to get new results, okay? If you want new results, you need to love change. Change is not a problem. It's good for you. Because when you change, you learn new things, you start doing new things, and it will take you to your goal and your journey, what you want in life. This is so good. So what kind of changes do you need to do? You have to check that out. It's like I said in the first movie, like when you climb up to the big hill on a big mountain, you're gonna go up on Mount Everest, whatever, you have to check your bag. What is the tools I need? Do I need these kinds of shoes, or do I have to change them? Or what will take me to the top of the hill, of the mountain? Wow! So you have to study, you have to get to know what kind of changes do I need to do? What kind of practice do I need to start doing to get my goal in my life, to get my results, okay? So if you want to know what kind of changes you need to do, you have to study those people that are getting great results. What do they do? How do they do their days? And you have to learn about that, okay? So change, you have to be willing. You have to be willing to change, because when the goal is important for you, it's all about importance, okay? When the goal is, I love this goal, I want to go there, this is so important in my life, you are willing to change. I promise you that. You will pay the price. It's about that also. You have to pay the price for getting your goal. So you are willing to change. So it's important you have to be willing to change, and you have to learn what kind of changes you need to do. I heard this story, it's so great story. It was a lady, she went to the television program, you know, with Oprah Winfrey. And this lady, she's been sleeping on the street. She had nothing. And she said to herself, I want to go to university. She said that to herself, I want to go to university. And then she started thinking like this, what do I need to do? What kind of changes do I need to do to come to that university? What do I have to do? And then she said to herself, if I do one little thing every morning when I wake up, if I do one little thing every morning when I wake up, that will take me to that journey. Wow, that will take me to that goal. I will become studying to university. That was so cool thinking, you know. And she's starting to look at that. She started to do those things. And today, she's studying at university. She became a lawyer and she's doing great. But it all started about willing to change, okay? We are talking about getting results in selling and in other things in life. And one thing that is so really cool that they have been studying, what is the ingredients of results? What is the thing that will make results? What is the ingredients of getting good results, the best results? And this is the things, and I will talk about the third step, the big one. But look at this. Results is 1% resources. This is so crazy. A lot of people think, oh, if I just have this, and if I have this kind of resources, it will happen. Listen, it's only 1%. It's only 1% resources to get to your goal, okay? It's not much. It's not much that will take you there. And it's 9% of activities. So it's important to do things. So, you can dream and you can think, but you have to start walking. You have to do things. You have to go somewhere. But 1% resources is not much. 9% activities. And then the last one that I will talk about today. Woo, that's the best of everything. I love it. It's attitude, okay? 90% is about attitude. Wow. 90% is about attitude. It's like that woman I talked about. She was sleeping on the street. She had nothing. She wanted to go to university. And everybody think like, well, if she had like rich parents, whatever. No. You know what she had? She had 90% of a great attitude. She thought to herself, if I can make this possible, if I just get up every morning and do this little thing, resources will come into my life. If I do this little activity, things will start happening to reach my goal. But it all started with an attitude. And the attitude is something you have inside of your heart, in your mind. It's something that you can grow in, okay? Attitude, you don't have to buy attitude. You got it inside of yourself. But you have to train it, okay? You have to get hold of it. So it will grow and be strong, and you will start doing those things that other people don't have the guts to do. They're too tired of doing it. But you are going to do it, okay? So we're going to talk about attitude now. And attitude is 90% of results in life. Isn't that amazing? So if you want some place in life, you need to create your attitude. You need to work with your attitude. And what is an attitude? This is also amazing. Attitude is all about thoughts. It's all about thoughts. Wow. Our way of thinking creates our way of feelings. And our way of feelings creates what we do. Do you have fear in your life? Are you afraid? Why are you afraid? It starts with a thought, okay? and then you start feeling things. You see something, you start feel it, and then you start acting on that. That's why it's so important. Attitude is a way of, it's an act of how you think. Isn't that amazing? So what you have to work on now is to build your thoughts. You have to start reading good stuff. You have to start seeing good stuff. You have to fill yourself with good thoughts. So you start thinking in a new way. Because the way you think, the way you're going to feel, and the way you're going to act. And the way you act, that's the way that's going to create your results in life. So it's so important how we think. Isn't that amazing? That's why, you know, sometimes you want to do something. Let's say you're going to play a game or whatever. You're going to go out there on the field and you're going to play your game. And you meet a person just before, and that person tells you stupid things. And you start thinking about that. You start to get nervous and everything, you know. And you don't play well. That's why it's so important to, what do I think? How do I change my mindset? Who do I listen to? What do I read? What kind of news do I watch? Sometimes people are watching the news on the television, you know, and they get, oh, I can't buy a house now. Why? Because somebody said something. That is so stupid. So your attitude is an act of how you think. So you have to change your thinking, my sister and brother. It's so important. So if you want to get 40% more results in life, like the way I'm teaching about now in selling and everything, it's so important what you read and what you look at. Changing it. Fill yourself with good kind of thinking, okay? Because your thinking is the foundation of your attitude. It's so important how we think. Practical thing that I want to give in the end of the video, step 3. I always give you a thing you have to do. And the things that you're going to do now, I want you to mail me. I want to get in contact with you. I want to build a relationship with you. You know why? So I can coach you, so I can give you feedback on how you act on stuff. Because you will never reach your goal and the things you want to do in life if you don't have somebody that is motivate you. And I want to be your motivator, okay? So this is my question to you. How are you, because we are talking about habits and we're talking about attitude. It's habits and attitude that will change your future, okay? So how are you going to change your habits? How are you going to change your habits? Because it's all about habits that will take you to a new destination. How are you going to change habits? Who do you need to talk with? What are you going to listen to? How do you want to change that stuff? And how, that's the last question. How are you going to change your habits, and how are you going to get a new kind of attitude in your life? And when we talk about attitude, we are talking about thinking. Change your thinking, okay? How will you change that? I want you to mail me that. How are you going to do this? How are you going to change your habits, and how are you going to get a new attitude in life? I want you to mail me that, okay? I want to give you feedback on how you are going to do that. So my mail address is andreasvetcher@hotmail.com. You got it in the other video as well. andreasvetcher@hotmail.com. You got it here, okay? So email me. I will come back to you, I promise. Email me and I will come back to you.